Boom. What is going on, you guys? My name is Josh, also known as Harry Tornado, and I am doing a little pop-up live stream today. I did not schedule this. I didn't tell anybody about it. So chances are that there's going to be nobody watching live for the first couple seconds. But if you are watching this live stream at a later date and it's not live anymore, you're watching the replay, I greatly appreciate that. Generally, the rewatch time, the rewatch views of a live stream are pretty low. So just the fact that you're taking the time out of your day to rewatch a previously recorded live stream means a lot to me. Today is just going to be a little live Q&A about anything to do with reselling, eBay, or YouTube. I mean, you can ask me other questions, but those are my areas of, I don't want to say areas of expertise, but areas that I'm comfortable in. Let's say comfortable with that. A couple people popping up in the chat now. Let me move this over a little bit a second. Ooh, not that much. Don't want to drop my monitor. Here, let me back this up a little bit. There we go. Put that up there. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Hunter of the Clearance, first one in the chat. What's up, man? Ryan, Jensen, Jenna, Papsiak, Benhen77, Colby, a Big Cheese Thrifts. What's up, buddy? For Profit, Midwest Merchandiser, Diana Andrade. What's up? Rebecca Ellison, Ashley C, Rare Individual, Venom's Alient, Zero, and Sora, Jason D. It's just Asia. It's just Asia. Dallas, Born Traeger, Johnny Rano. Awesome. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Let me know if I look and sound okay for you guys. I didn't get a new camera, but I got a new camera lens. This is my same old Canon M50 that I had. Well, actually, it's a new one. I got a new Canon M50, but I've always had a Canon M50. This is just a second one. And then I got the new lens, which is a Sigma 16mm 1.4 f-stop lens, which is really nice. I like the way it looks. Let's see if I can dial this in a little bit. A little bit darker. That's cool. Like the f-stop. Let's just leave that right there. I can adjust like the blurriness of the background. I think that's good. Like the lights look cool, and you can still kind of see Baby Yoda back there. I know his name's not Baby Yoda, but he's Baby Yoda to me. Sounds good. Okay, cool. I'm also going to be shipping out orders. I have a couple things going out today. I have like 5 things going out today. Actually, everything that I listed yesterday, I listed 5 things yesterday, all from my yard sale haul, and all 5 of them sold. So, and they all sold to viewers as well. So thank you guys for buying that stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my chat on the screen here. Okay, the M50 needs to be at the bottom. There we go. There's the chat. Nice shirt. Yeah, I have a I like this shirt a lot. I don't wear it. I don't think I've worn it since the last time you guys saw it in a video, but one of the last times you saw me in a video I had this shirt on. So don't think that I wear it every day. It's just bad timing, but I do really like it. How many items do you need to have on eBay to have good inventory? That totally depends on what you need. Somebody commented on the video, I don't know, like 2 videos ago, and they were like, I was talking about like my chart, my magnet chart thing, and they're like, cut the BS and get the listing. You got to have at least 600 active listings to have a good sell-through rate. And that's not true at all. You could have a store with 10 items, 10 listed items, and just a quantity of, like a multi-quantity on all of them, and you could sell 100 things a day. Your sell-through rate has nothing to do with how many things you have listed. If you get your items, like one-off items from thrift stores and yard sales, and you're trying to have like consistent sales, and you don't have viewer sales to supplement your eBay sales, I would say you probably have to have around, I don't know, 400 to 500 active listings to have like consistent 3 to 5 things sell every single day. But again, it depends on what you're selling. But if everything you sell is one-off, like random items, I think 400 to 500 active listings is where most people will have to be to see consistent daily sales. Scott Crilly, any advice for getting an increased sales limit on eBay? Currently capped due to my buy it now listings. Usually, like, you'll start with 5. They'll say, it's confusing because they'll say that you can list up to 200 things for free, but then you can actually only list or list 5. That's I don't know why they say both things, but you can only list 5 things at once before when you first start an eBay account. And then once you sell one thing, then you can contact eBay. I would recommend contacting them through Facebook, eBay for Business on Facebook. Just go to Facebook and search eBay for Business, and then send them a Facebook message. Say, hey, just started a store. I sold one thing. It got delivered. It's fine. Can I get my sales increased? And they'll ask you some questions about where you get your items, what items do you normally sell, and then honestly, if you're just really nice, you could probably just get them to bump you up to like 500 things and like a $20,000 limit, and that should cover you for a while. If you ever reach that limit, then you could always call back and get an increase later. But they won't do more than 1 increase per month, I think. So I wouldn't ask to get increased to 10 items and $500 because you'll meet that within the first month. So I would just ask for a lot. All I can say is no. Just ask for 1,000 things and $50,000 and see what happens. Just heard this awesome podcast that was just talking about that. It's called Triple Thrift. I think everyone should check it out. Pacific Northwest Picker. Yeah. Me and Joey and Drew. I'm surprised. I don't really talk about it a lot in my YouTube videos, so I don't know. But if you guys don't know, I have a podcast with Drew and Joey. Drew, Profit Monsters, and Joey, Bada Bing 22. We've had it for a long. We're on episode 16 now, and that does not include 2 YouTube episodes that we did. So technically 18 weeks, actually probably like 20 weeks into it because we've missed a couple weeks. So say that 20 weeks into the podcast. So if you guys haven't listened to any episodes yet, just tell your robot butlers, if you have Amazon Alexas or Google Homes, to play the first episode of the Triple Thrift podcast. It's a play on the Triple Threat, because it's 3 of us, Triple Thrift podcast. And it's available on all audio platforms: Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Google, everything, anything. And YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, Triple Thrift podcast. Buttons. How long does it take eBay to close a return case after the date an item should have been returned back to you? So if the buyer returns, if the buyer wants to return something, eBay, I think it used to be 5 days, but I think that eBay extended it to like 30 days or something absolutely ridiculous. But whatever it is if the buyer hasn't shipped the item back, if the item does not say actually shipped and in transit before that time is over, eBay should automatically go in and close the return for you. Again, it used to be 5 days, which was nice, 5 business days, which is plenty of time. You know, if you go to eBay and you open up a return and it's approved, you have 5 business days to just take it to the post office, which is totally fine. But then back, it was like sometime last year, I guess people were complaining that wasn't enough time because of COVID and all this stuff. So then eBay increased it to, I think, 30 days, which is ridiculous. LB Retro 99.1 K. Wow, Josh, you're doing great. Thank you, LB Retro. Yeah, I'm like just under 800 subscribers away from 100,000, and my 100,000 celebration video is already ready to go. It's already edited. It's uploaded to YouTube. Once I hit 100K, all I do is click premiere, and then I'll premiere it. You know, it's probably sometime that same day. But I'm excited about it. I hope you guys really like it. Ghetto DC, does eBay take taxes from the sales even when you don't have a store? Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of taxes. If you're talking about state sales taxes, like if I live in South Carolina. South Carolina requires that that state sales tax be collected on online purchases. So if I go to your store, even if you don't have an eBay store, say you live in DC, Washington DC, I go to your eBay store and I buy something from you, eBay will add on the state sales tax for South Carolina to the purchase on your store, and eBay will remit that to the state of South Carolina. You don't have to do anything, but they do add it onto the total, and they do charge you a final value fee on that total. In terms of income taxes, that's up to you. eBay doesn't do anything with income taxes. You're a 1099 employee, which means eBay pays you all the money. It's up to you to deduct your expenses from that and pay your own income taxes. How's it going, Josh? Hello, LeBrian23_. It's going very well. With the increase, do you think 200 is good for someone just starting out? Yeah, probably. It's going to be pretty hard to list 200 things. It's harder than you think, unless you're listing really, really easy items like coins or something, socks. Best way to contact you? Usually Instagram. I try really hard to respond to all the messages I get on Instagram, but it's a lot. I don't think I can do it forever. As you grow and your audience grows, it's just, it becomes to where like you would have to spend all day, every day, just responding to messages. And obviously you can't do that if you want to run a business as well. So as of right now, I still try my very best to respond to every message that I get. If I've ever not responded to your message, it's not because I ignored you. It's probably just because it got lost in the sea of messages that I get. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, Instagram is the best way to get in contact with me. Email is the worst way to get in contact with me. If you've sent me an email and I haven't responded, it's because I have like 6,000 unread emails and I'm terrible at responding to emails. Can you sell over Instagram? Yeah, you can. You can start an Instagram shop. I don't have an Instagram shop. I sell on Instagram in a way that I'm like, hey, let me update my Instagram story with this camera lens thing. Does anybody need this? And then somebody sees my story and they want to buy it, and I send them a PayPal invoice and they pay it and I ship it to them. I don't actually, I use Instagram platform to reach my audience, and I sell things directly to my audience through PayPal. I don't sell on Instagram with a store or anything like that. You need to hit 100K while on this call. Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? We should have a live. I'm not going to have any of my fancy stuff in today's stream. It's kind of a last minute thing. I did get a golf club offer. This golf club is listed for $50, and I got an offer of $37. So I'm going to counter at $45. It's a ping pitching wedge. It's worth $50. That's a pretty good offer. What's the most profitable thing I've ever sold? One single item, I guess, was a set of dumbbells back last year. I paid $600, sold them for like $1,100. But in terms of hauls, I paid $1,000 for a bunch of video games, and I sold all those and made like $2,800 in profit. About to get YouTube monetized. Any tips? Barter mania. Yeah, so just don't try to do too much too fast. This is a good question. I think a lot of people, they put in the work on YouTube for a couple months and then they finally get monetized. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And then you have the ability to put ads on your videos. You can't control what ads get played on your videos. You can just control how many. And then I've just seen a couple people get a little carried away, in my opinion. Like, either putting way too many ads. For me personally, I do about one every 5 minutes. So if I've got a 20-minute video, I'll have an ad about the 5-minute mark, about the 10-minute mark, and about 15-minute mark, and then that's it. I've seen some people that have an 8-minute video, and there's 6 ads on it, like almost one every minute. And personally, I just think that's too much, and I think your viewers will stop watching because it's annoying. Even though they're only 5 seconds, it's annoying to like have those constant interruptions in your content. So I found that no more than one ad every 5 minutes. So obviously if you get a 45-minute video, occasionally I'll do longer videos. I can put a lot of ads in those, and those generally make a lot of money. But if you've got a 10-minute video and you try to put 5 ads in there, I don't think that's going to work out for you. Also, like starting, I tried starting a Patreon like last Christmas, not this past Christmas, 2 Christmases ago. I tried starting a Patreon to help supplement the YouTube income, and it was a mistake. Like, I ended up losing money on it, honestly, because I was like the highest tier people. I was like giving t-shirts and posters and all that stuff too, and only did it for like 2 months, and then I refunded everybody, and it was just a mistake. So I don't know. I don't do Patreon. I don't do channel memberships. I've seen some people that have, like, right when they get monetized, they start channel memberships. And that's where people pay like a monthly, kind of like Patreon, but YouTube. People pay like a monthly fee, usually like $4, $4 or $5 or something like that. And they usually get like a free live stream a month or something. And I don't know. I just think if you try to monetize too quickly, it's just going to bite you in the butt. So I just take it slow. Take it slow. The Flipping Accountant, $5 super chat. What's up, man? Hobbies don't buy tacos, Josh. That's right. If you don't know what he's talking about, go check out my Instagram stories from today. YouTube Premium is a life changer. Sorry, I see no ads. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you have YouTube Premium, if you pay whatever, like $10 a month to watch YouTube videos without ads, I think I actually get paid more money for those views than I do non like YouTube Premium people, because it's essentially like you're paying to watch my content, you know. So yeah, I encourage you, if you watch a lot of YouTube. I don't even know why I don't have YouTube Premium yet. I probably should. I've got Peacock, but I don't even watch Peacock, and that's like the same as YouTube Premium. I watch YouTube every single day. Yeah, check that out. And it doesn't matter. I actually do make a few more cents per view, or per couple views, if you're on YouTube Premium. Let's see. Hello from Saskatoon, Canada. Hello from Saskatoon, Canada. I don't know where that is, but welcome. Pick and Ships in a $2 super chat. Hello, my fellow flippers. What's up, Pick and Ship? Thanks for being here. Joe McLean, greetings. Do you pay attention to views on eBay or use any of their analytics? Do you alter your eBay listings based on this? So no, I don't. I have a great privilege of having my YouTube channel, and my eBay store has like 7,000 followers. So I don't have to be quite as like rule followy, I guess, when it comes to eBay. Like I like yesterday, my yard sale stuff I listed, I just snapped some pictures, did some basic titles, basic descriptions about condition and stuff, and everything sold to viewers. If I didn't have my channel and like my viewer sales, obviously I would have to like follow more eBay rules, I guess. But wait, where'd the question go? With eBay analytics, I don't think I've ever used eBay's analytics at all. I think views are important. I think if your item has a lot of views but it doesn't sell, I think that tells eBay that there's something wrong with the item. Like, if I share an item, like an auction item with you guys, like I sold a Coleman lantern a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, honestly, a month and a half ago, and I shared it, and I was like, it was an auction. I shared it when the auction started, and I wanted you guys to be able to follow along. So it had like, I don't know, 3,000 views, but I think it ended up selling for like $54, which was really good. But if that was like a fixed price item, like not an auction, and it had 3,000 views and nobody bought it, eBay would think there was something wrong with that. eBay's like, because eBay doesn't know about my YouTube channel. They're like, why are so many people looking at this item and not buying it? So yeah, I have looked at views like that in the past. Brian H., I enjoy watching your videos. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. I've been binging Parks and Rec on Peacock. Parks and Rec is really good. Peacock doesn't have an app for my TV yet, so we have to watch it on like the browser, and it's just kind of clunky. So we just haven't used it as much. What, in your opinion, is the best way to service or handle shipping when starting out selling on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, possibly Amazon? Just watch a lot of YouTube videos. I would start with small, lightweight items like clothing, shoes, small hard goods, things like that. Really, it's just putting the item in a container that will protect it and also make the package as small as possible. So if you have a shirt doesn't need to be in a box. A shirt could just go into a plastic poly bag, and that's all the protection it needs to keep it as small as possible. If you have a coffee mug, you probably need to bubble wrap it a little bit and put it in a cardboard box and make the box as small as possible, and then ship it out that way. Once you have the box, the dimensions and the weight of the box, you can just kind of put your, like, use Pirate Ship or eBay or something, put the dimensions and weight in, and usually eBay will tell you what the cheapest option is. It's just learning how to pack. But that's probably the biggest learning curve when it comes to reselling, is how to ship stuff. But yeah, just start small. Don't start with heavy stuff like VCRs and stereo equipment and workout bikes like that. You don't know how to ship stuff. You're gonna lose so much money on that. Start out small, first class items, things under like 2 or 3 pounds. That's what you need to learn with. Beeman Kolb, $5 super chat. I acquired an item that sold on eBay in 2014 for $750. So no recent comps or solds, and nobody is selling it anywhere. How would you list? Well, I don't know. That's a long time without a sale. 6 years, 7 years, 7 years without a sale. I mean, I'd probably just list, I don't know. You can always drop the price later. So list it for $2,000. $2,000 free shipping, maybe, and to see what happens. If somebody, just be prepared to hold on to it. Stick it in the closet, maybe wrap it up so it doesn't get like damaged in storage, and maybe 3 years from now somebody will offer you $750. Then you could sell it. Are you going to cry when you hit 100K? I'm not going to cry, but I will be excited. They don't. Okay. I gave up selling on Amazon. It's too big of a pain. It is kind of a pain to sell on Amazon. You just have to do so much work to get consistent sales and deal with like weird IP claims, and the return rate is really high. I don't know. Sam sells stuff. What's up, man? Josh, the live stream quality looks great. What camera are you using right now? Looking to upgrade. This is the Canon M50. It's like probably like $600 or so. It comes with this kit lens, which is pretty good. It's the lens that I've used. Can you see that? Am I on auto? I'm on autofocus. Maybe it's on face auto. Okay, there we go. This is the kit lens. It's like 14 to 45 millimeter. It works really well, but it's like a $50 lens. So I upgraded to the Sigma 16 millimeter 1.4 lens, which is like a $400 lens. So the camera is like 600, the lens is like 400, and then the mic I usually use is this Rode mic, which is like 100. So my whole setup is like what, $1,200 or so after tax, before tax. But that's really not, it's not that bad, you know. It's, if YouTube is your full-time job and like your main tool costs like $1,200, like what other business can you start where your main tool for your income is $1,200? You know, if you're a landscaping company, the guy at our church that owns a landscaping company, he probably has $200,000 worth of landscaping tools like tractors and trailers and trucks and all this stuff to run his business. And we probably make about the same amount of money. Like the amount of money that is required to generate income on YouTube is very low. Probably the lowest out of any other business I could possibly think of. So yeah, it's like $1,200 for a camera, but it's my full-time job, so it's not that bad. When are we going to see more footage from your drone? I'm so glad you asked that, Elder Mora Thrift. So the last time I showed you guys drone footage, I had, I don't know, like 50 people like contact me either in a comment on Instagram, on email, saying that it was illegal for me to put drone footage in a monetized YouTube video. And technically they're right. It's like if you're putting drone footage in a monetized YouTube video, that's technically profiting from drone footage. And if you want to profit from drone footage, you have to have your commercial drone pilot license, which I don't have. However, I have been studying and I have my drone pilot license test tomorrow. It's 60 questions and you have to make at least a 70 to pass. And then once you pass the test, you have to register with like the FFA. Well, I don't have to register my drone, but I have to register myself. And then I can put all the drone footage in my YouTube videos that I want. So you had to pay like $95 to take the test. It was annoying, but I'm not going to, if all I have to do is like study for like 15 hours and pay $95 and you get a little card. It's like your little drone pilot license. They mail it to you. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be, as of tomorrow, I'm pretty confident. I've taken the practice test like 10 times and I'm getting like consistently 85 to 90 each time. And it's not the same questions. It's like probably like 300 different questions they cycle through. So I'm pretty confident. How'd you get the super chats totaled on this screen? This is awesome for streaming. I didn't see the total. Is the total on the screen somewhere? Usually it just tells me after the stream is over. Do you buy video games when they're cheap? Not always. They have to be cheap and worth more than that. Most of the time, if you find cheap video games, it's because they're not worth anything. I look for video games that are cheap that would also be profitable. It's not really about the buy price. Like I bought the copy of NCAA 14 for Xbox 360 for $80. I paid like $20 more than original retail for a video game and still sold it and made $20 in profit after fees, expenses, and cost of goods. So it's not about whether they're cheap or not. I wouldn't say $80 for one used video game from 2014 is cheap, but it's still profitable. So the key is profitability, not cost. I'll pay $1,000 for a video game if I could sell it in 3 hours for $1,100. Why not? That's $300. Mountain Man Treasure, $3 super chat. Thanks, man. The little, what was that, hippopotamus? I don't know what he's doing. That's cute. That's cute. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. My family is my world. $3.99 super chat. Josh, what ended up happening to your patches lot? I sold them all to a viewer. She reached out and said that she was looking for like smaller items to list, like at home. She was stuck at home. I don't know if it was like a COVID situation or what, but she couldn't go out and get new inventory, and she needed something she could list at home. I was like, well, if you're interested in this stuff, I'll wholesale it onto you, because honestly, I don't really have a passion for Boy Scout patches, and it would have taken me years to research and list all that stuff. So I bought it, made a little bit of money on the flip, got the video out of it, and used the money to move on to a more profitable haul, which is the golf clubs, which I actually do enjoy listing. Are you recording in your garage? No, this is not my garage. This is my office. Also, I got a new light back here. It's blue. Well, it's not all blue. It's it can be blue. It can be pink. It's an RGB light, so it can be everything. Come on. Oh wait, no, that's... How do you do this thing? Oh, what is that? That's just blue. It works. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, that's the brightness. There we go. It can be green, it can be orange, pink, it can be everything. Let's make it pink like good old days. All right. Hi from the sweetest place on Earth, Alexander Morgan. Where are you from? Sounds sweet. Let's see. Lonnie got his drone license, but paid way more than that 65. Way more than that 65 to take the test. Yeah, most test centers are like $160, but we have a test center here that it was $95. Most of them are like, it's like $95 for the test, and then they charge like a testing center fee on top of that. But for this one, they didn't charge a testing center fee. It was just the $95 for the test. So I don't know. Maybe they'll charge me later. I don't know. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Mountain Man Treasure, congrats on paying off the car, my friend. Well done. Yeah, we paid off my wife's car this morning. We paid off my car a couple months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, and then we paid off my wife's car this morning. So now we are car debt free. We are credit card debt free. We have 2 student loans left that will be paid off in 30 days, and then our house. So we're going to be debt free except for the house in the next 30 days, which is awesome. Super, super pumped about that. When I post new stuff on eBay, I always get scammers that buy. eBay holds for 3 days. How do I stop this? I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about, but generally when you start a new eBay account and you list stuff for sale, you're going to get people that message you saying, hello, I would like to buy this. I'll pay you $20 more than you're asking, or $100 more than you're asking if you just contact me at this email address and let me know your PayPal, or maybe, hey, I'll buy this and send you a $400 gift card if you do. It's all a scam. It's 2021, people. It's all a scam. Everything is a scam. Never contact anybody outside of eBay. Never text anybody. Never email anybody. Never use carrier pigeons. Never talk to anybody outside of eBay. If they want to buy your stuff, they buy it through eBay. If you want to ship it to them, you ship it to them through eBay when eBay says the item has been paid and it is ready to be shipped. Let's see. Your old GoPro mic was better. Thanks, man. Cam Perry. I'm actually using this mic right now. A bunch of your old videos. Can see the huge progress from the office there. Keep up the great work. Yeah, my office has, back in the day, man, if you guys go back and watch my very first video, it was just a white room with nothing. Literally nothing. Like, not even, we put a carpet down in here and everything. It's crazy how much it's changed. Let's see. Drone it up. What if you make a drone with the world's longest selfie stick? I don't know. I thought about flying my drone in my house. Like, the laws are kind of vague, but I'm like, if I'm not in FAA airspace, if I'm in airspace in my house, FAA controls all the airspace above my house, but they don't control the airspace in my house. So if I flew my drone in my house, could I monetize that footage without a commercial license? I don't know. I'm just going to take the test. You don't live close to an airport, right? I'm actually in C. Like my house is in C air class space, air class C space or something. So I just have to go on the app and like request permission to fly in my neighborhood. It's usually automatic as long as you just go on and like request the date and time, and like you can draw a little map of where you want to fly, and you like request permission, and then they say, okay, go ahead. It's just as long as there's not like an airplane in your area, they're gonna apply approve you instantly. Unfortunately, there are YouTube trolls who will turn YouTubers into the FAA. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that's going to... Like, if you're a small YouTube channel, you can probably use a drone. I don't want to say... I'm not giving you guys advice, but if you're using a drone, like drone footage in your YouTube, it's not like the FAA... It's not like the FAA is, like, sitting around scouring YouTube channels with, like, 50 subscribers, you know, sending them $10,000 funds for... trying to monetize some YouTube footage. Generally, if you get in trouble, it's because somebody else would turn you in. And I'm at a point now where I feel like I'm pretty liked, but definitely there are people that don't like me. So if they see me using illegal drone footage, they could easily call the FAA. I don't know why I keep saying FFA. So to avoid that, I'm just getting my test, getting my license, pilot license. Now I'm going to tell everybody I have my pilot license. I'll feel like a dentist who says he's a doctor. Technically, you are a doctor, but you're really just a dentist. Technically, I'm a pilot, but I'm really just a drone pilot. Harry Tornado, if someone does a $5 super chat, it shows a video from the office. That is awesome. What magic you use to make... it's a little alert thing I've used. I'm on Streamlabs, OBS. You can set alerts to... I should have an alert when somebody subscribes as well, but that's not working. I don't know why. Let's see. Why is NCAA 2014 so expensive? It's the last NCAA football game they made, and apparently it's a really good game. I've never actually played it, but people are just big fans of it, and it's rare. It's hard to find. I don't know. Why is anything so expensive? Why do people pay $69 million for some NFT artwork? I don't know. People are willing to pay for it. It's not my job to worry about it. I would never pay. Well, I don't want to say... I sold my NCAA for $125. I paid $80 for it. So I'm like, I don't want to say I'd never pay $125. I would pay $125 if the price went up to like $200. I could do that. Have you had any issues getting your payouts from eBay the last 2 weeks? Haven't received my weekly payment. I don't think so. I think I got my payout today. Let me check now that you say that. Dun, dun, dun. Everything is fine. Santos, AdSense. I got my payout on the 17th, and I should get another one today. So last week's came by. You'd lose money on a $1,100 game if you spend $1,000. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Spend $1,000 to make $1,100 after fees and expenses and shipping and all that stuff. How is the controller selling going? Good. I've sold, I don't know, like 7 or 8 of them, something like that. Laura Gillette, hey Josh, help. Do you ever get reflection of yourself on items back at you? If you do, what do you use to prevent those reflections? I keep seeing myself in my glassware. I don't sell glassware, so I don't really have that problem as much. Occasionally, I can list something that'll have my reflection. You can just, if you're using your phone, just maybe do that or something. I don't know. Just make sure your face isn't in it so people can't see you. You could also use like a photo editing software to like edit yourself out of it. But I don't sell glassware, so I don't deal with it that much. Hey Harry, have you had any issue? Okay, we already solved that one. bum, bum, bum. What are some other video games to look out for? Man, the list goes on. We could have a whole YouTube live stream just going over the list of valuable video games. I would just go to eBay and search used video game, and maybe the system used, or search like Xbox 360 video game, I guess. Search used and then filter results highest to lowest and just see. I mean, there's so many, more than I could get into. You should go follow Phoenix Resale. Caleb, his name's Caleb. His YouTube channel is Phoenix Resale, and he does a lot of video games. He'll go to like pawn shops and buy video games, for like $5 or $10 that are worth $150, $200 because he knows exactly what to look out for. So I really like his channel. What up with UPS? Their tracking sucks. Now I know why their trucks are brown, because their shipping is crappy. I don't know. I've never had any problems with UPS, ever. I've never even had so much as a late shipment with UPS. Why do pilots need a license? Who's going to pull them over? Well, I guess a fighter jet. If a fighter jet pulls up beside you with some guns blazing. How do you change shipping charges from PayPal to a different credit card to get points on the card for shipping? That's something with PayPal. I don't know. You'd probably have to link your PayPal. For one, you'd have to use PayPal for shipping. And then you'd have to set your PayPal account to default to that credit card to buy things. I'm not 100% sure how to do that, but I'm sure a Google search may help you. Let's see. Do people buy from you because of YouTube or without it? I think people buy from me because I find cool stuff and they like my videos. And sometimes they want the stuff, and other times they just want to buy something from me because they appreciate my videos and they want to help me out and get something cool from me. I'm honored, but I think people buy. I mean, it's not just me. Other YouTubers sell to viewers all the time. I've bought stuff from YouTubers, not always because I needed it, just because it was like a cheap item that I thought was cool and I wanted to support them. Same reason you buy from like, I don't know, like a band's merch or something. Same reason you buy anything. I bought my PewDiePie tumbler. I got it from G Fuel, but I used PewDiePie's code at checkout to get a discount, and that will help him because I like his videos. Now, I don't have any PewDiePie merch other than this. But I've watched his videos for years, and I found entertainment and value in them. So if I can buy something and give it back to him, why not? Do I have a credit card points strategy? No, I don't use credit cards. I'm sure there's going to be like 1,000 people email me and say, "Oh, you could points, credit card points, and miles." It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not worth it for me. I understand how credit card points work. I understand churning. I understand flying for free and all that stuff. It's just not worth it. I don't want credit cards to be a part of my life. Do you think leaving feedback helps you beyond reminding the buyer that you're a nice person? Does it help you algorithmically? I don't know. My store, I have this premier store, whatever the third store is, and it, as soon as the buyer pays, it automatically leaves positive feedback. So everybody that has ever bought anything from me in the last year and a half has had automatic feedback received. So I don't have anything to compare that to. I don't have there's not a time in my store I could go back to see how sales compared to when I wasn't leaving automatic feedback to where I am now. I think it's just a good habit to get into. And it's probably one of my favorite features of the paid eBay store. The fact that I don't have to go in like once a week and manually leave random positive feedback on all my purchases. The fact that it does it automatically is just awesome. Can you do a video on where to even start with setting up your own shipping? I mean, I get asked to do like basic shipping videos all the time, but there are a lot of shipping videos on YouTube already. I've made shipping videos in the past. I've talked about it in videos. I don't think I've made like a dedicated shipping video in a while, but the information is already out there. If I made a video called how to ship shoes, it wouldn't get very many views. It wouldn't be a good video for my channel. It would probably hurt my channel overall. And the video, the information is already out there. So if whatever item you have, if you have a shirt or a pair of shoes or a coffee mug, just go to YouTube and search how to ship that item. And I guarantee you, no matter what the item is, there's going to be a video about how to ship it. Baseball bats, golf clubs, coffee mugs, shirts, shoes, electronics, anything. There's probably somebody that's already made a video about it. And take it with a grain of salt. Anybody can make a video on YouTube saying anything they want. So if it sounds kind of fishy, like in terms of like packing the items, that's general information. That's like you just pack it as much as you feel safe and keep the package small. But when it comes to like people telling you how to use pirate ship to ship box and bag, and how to, the USPS says it's this, but if you do this, it'll probably be fine. I've done it for years and I've never been caught. Anytime somebody says something like that, it's a bunch of BS. Don't do that. You want to make sure you're following the rules. Credit cards doesn't mean debt. Learn to use it in self-control, take advantage of the system, cashback. Yeah, I know it doesn't mean debt. I used to be a financial coach. I know what credit cards are. I know how to use them. I just choose not to. Rock band sets, Drew. Yeah. If you want to learn how to ship rock band sets, my friend Drew made a whole video about that. Crazy Cowboys opening in Dallas this week. I want to go, but scared the opening day line will be crazy. In my experience, the opening day line is actually the shortest line, and the opening weekend will be typically the best items. So if I had a Crazy Cowboys opening near me, I would be sure to get there at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, be one of the first in line, and you'll probably make $3,000. But then it's just going to go downhill after that. All the Amazon stores are pretty much the same way. They pad everything really heavily on the first weekend to get you in the door, and then they load up the junk after that. Were you a Ramsey financial coach? Not like certified Dave Ramsey financial coach, but we taught the same stuff Dave Ramsey teaches. I didn't want to go through the course because it was like $2,500 to go through the course to become like a certified Dave Ramsey coach. And I was like, Dave Ramsey wouldn't want me spending $2,500 on a course when I can just learn it for free by reading Financial Peace University, or going through Financial Peace University and reading, what's this book? Total Money Makeover. I read that book like 6 times. How do you ship boots? Videos regarding this have sucked that I've watched. Boots, you just put them in a box. It depends on the boot, but that's the secret. You just got to find a box big enough to fit the item and any packing material you have to include, and not too big that you pay too much money. What would you say your top 3 sales categories are? Golf clubs, shoes, and random stuff. I don't really have it. Golf clubs and shoes are the only 2 big categories that I sell in. Everything else is just kind of random. How many sales do you average in a week? It really depends on the week and how much I've listed that week. Last week, I don't know, I probably sold like 35, 40 things last week. And I don't know, some weekends, I don't know, it just depends. Averaging is hard. Q4, I had one weekend where I sold like 40 things in just like 2 days. But then this past weekend, I sold 2 things. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, sold 2 things. So it varies. My golf handicap is probably about a 12, 13, somewhere around there. I suggest USPS priority ship box for boots. Most boots, depending on the size, will probably fit in there. If they're big boots, I got some of these big, like, insulated, like, hunter boots that, like, come up, like, they're, like, this tall. Honestly, those will probably go in a Lowe's, like, small shipping box. It's, like, 12 by 12 by 12. They'll go, like, at the bottom, and I'll cut the box down so it's, like, a 12 by 12 by 5 or so. And then it'll probably weigh 5 or 6 pounds, so that'll probably be best shipped. It might go pirate ship. I don't know if that qualifies for cubic rate or not. I'll put the dimensions in pirate ship to see if it qualifies for cubic rate shipping. If it doesn't, then I'll probably ship it UPS ground. USPS priority would probably be pretty expensive for those since they weigh so much. Anytime you have shoes or any item over like 3 pounds, I would always check pirate ship to see if it qualifies for cubic rate shipping. Renzi has good videos for shipping boots. Renzi has good videos for anything to do with shoes, for sure. You're rocking that golf club buy you got. Thank you so much, Gretchen Barnes. I appreciate that. I love it. It's an insanely profitable haul and something that I'm really knowledgeable in. Like a lot of like I bought that video game haul, which I did really well on, but I didn't really know anything about it. Like I had to look up sold comps on everything. It took me a while, but with golf clubs, I'm like, oh, that's a Ping 8 iron. Gonna list that for $39.99 plus shipping. I know what the prices are on this stuff. Mostly, a few clubs are surprising me in good ways. Stuff I thought was worth $30 is actually worth 80. But generally, I'm not having to spend so much of my time researching and like questioning myself on listing. I know how to list them. I know about grips and shafts and flex and the what the color dots on Ping irons mean. I know all that stuff, so I don't have to waste my time learning it. I've already know it, so it's a very good haul for me. Juan Galvan Treasures gave a $5 super chat. Challenge: take this $5 and turn it to 40. Wow, that's a really good super chat, man. That's a pretty good. I like that. All right, let me write that down. Juan Galvan challenge. 5 into 40. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Also, I want to show you guys my 2 new Funko Pops. Let's see. Let's see. Let's deliver this. Okay, this came from Mike. It just says Mike. And I don't know which one he sent me. Okay, there's a Daryl. I got a Daryl Philbin. Don't have him yet. Adding him to the collection. And then I got a Dwight Schrute as Kerrigan from StarCraft. And those are the 2 new ones. One came from Mike. Mike sent me this letter, and the other one came from Kyle. So Kyle sent the Dwight one. Kyle sent the Kerrigan. He's on Instagram, 3_daughters_no_life. $3 no life on Instagram. Thanks to Kyle for the Kerrigan, and thanks to Mike for the Daryl Funko Pop. I appreciate that, you guys. If anybody wants to send me Funko Pops from the office, I would gladly accept them. What's my favorite Funko Pop? Probably my Meredith. I like my Meredith a lot. Casual Day Meredith. She got her boob out. Just classic. I hear Mo's back here. Mo's? Are you okay? Are you okay? You want to come in here? Okay, I think he wants to go outside. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. I'm back. Favorite TV shows beside The Office? We've been watching New Girl a lot. This is the 3rd time through watching New Girl. I really like it a lot. New Girl's really good. Obviously, Parks and Rec is really good too. Funko Pops are Beanie Babies for 30-something-year-old dudes. I guess I don't really remember Beanie Babies that well, but I don't remember them ever being so expensive. Like I saw Cincinnati Picker picked up a Funko Pop collection a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, and he was selling them for like individually for like $200, $250. It's crazy. I would never buy one that much. Like the Meredith was like $15. I mean, these were free. Prison Mike was like, I think somebody sent me Prison Mike as well. The Jan Levinson, I like that one. That was like $8 at Walmart. I would never pay like $100 for a Funko Pop. Personally. Hey, Harry Tornado, I live in Clemson, South Carolina, and was thinking about going to Dream Deals for my first time. The closest one is in Spartanburg. Is that location worth it? I've never been to that location, but it's owned by the same guy that owns the one in Columbia. So I imagine it's probably going to be pretty like the same stuff. To be honest, I haven't had good luck at Dream Deals lately, but they know that. They're aware. They posted on their Facebook group. They're like, we're aware that the quality of goods hasn't been up to standard recently, and we're trying to work with our suppliers to ensure that, we get our quality back up there. So I don't know. I don't know what the future of Amazon stores is going to be like, because everybody and their mom is opening an Amazon store because it's easy. You just find a place to rent out. You get wooden bins or plastic bins, and you order Amazon trucks and you dump them in the bins. You have 2 square cash registers, hire some minimum wage employees, and you're off to the races. So it makes sense. It's a very, in the, compared to other businesses, it's a very easy business to start. And there's only so many Amazon returns. So if you've got 1,000 stores in the country competing, trying to get Amazon liquidation, what do you think that's going to do to the price of Amazon liquidation? It's going to go up, and the quality is going to go down. So I don't know. Yeah, watch Prison to Profit for any bin store updates. He is the bin king. I haven't been to the bin stores in a while. Where do you get your Funko Pops? A lot of them were sent to me for free by viewers, but others I got from like Amazon or Walmart. eBay killed Beanie Babies. Yeah, again, I don't really know the whole Beanie Baby thing. Is it Jan Levinson or Jan Levinson Gould? It's no Gould. She got a divorce. No Gould at all. Let me see. Let's check my subscriber count. I'm excited to hit 100, so I don't have to worry about subscriber count anymore. Because after I hit 100, it's just my next goal is 1 million. I doubt that's ever going to happen, but we'll try it. But right now I'm at 99,196, so I'm 804 away. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Again, once I hit 100, I get to make my video public. The video that I filmed celebrating 100,000 subs. Joey Bada Bing 22, he knows about the video. Do you find it hard selling / sourcing collectible toys? What is your opinion on scalping? Yeah, it can be hard selling and selling. I don't look for collectible toys. Like if I find one at a thrift store or yard sale, I'll buy it. But I'm not like actively searching for that because I don't really know a lot about collectible toys. It depends on if you mean like vintage or like retail drops, like limited edition retail drops where people like go and buy all of everything and then sell it on eBay immediately. I understand how that's frustrating, but I don't have a problem with it. That's just the free market. It's not illegal to do. So go for it. But again, it is frustrating, especially with like Xboxes and PlayStations and stuff, and people buying, posting, I got 50 PlayStation 5s. Well, that's great, but can I just have one? I don't even mind paying higher than retail. Just don't be ridiculous. And again, the market price. I love the free market. I love capitalism. Whatever the market price for your item is, if you can get it, more power to you. Like with Pokemon cards, I'm not gonna. I want a Shining Fates Elite Trainer box. I'm not gonna drive 6 hours all over town to every Target and Walmart looking for one at retail. I'll just go to eBay and pay an extra, $40-$50 for one and just have it sent right to my house because it's not worth my time. Same way with an Xbox. If I want an Xbox, I'm not gonna go wait in line at Walmart for 5 hours to get an Xbox for retail when I can just go on eBay and buy it for an extra $100, or whatever. So, but then when people were asking like $2,500 for a PlayStation 5, I'm like, no, I don't want it that bad. Hope you get it. Hope somebody out there is dumb enough to pay that, but not me. Not me. The 804 people you need seems small, but that's more viewers than most of us will ever have. I do think it's like all relative, Like if you actually look at like I don't know, some people are like, oh, Harry Tornado got 15,000 views in 24 hours, and I made a video and only got 2,000. I'm like, that's still 2,000. Like you picture like 2,000 people sitting in front of their computer like this watching your YouTube video. That's a lot of people. That's a lot, So I don't know. I just try to think about it like individual people. Like if I'm looking at a video and it's like, 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 ranked on my YouTube, and I'm like, oh, it's not doing that well. I'm like my video posted yesterday is ranked 7 out of 10. You can see that. It's ranked 7 out of 10, which is like 1 out of 10 would be the best video. This is like the ranking out of the last 10 videos you posted. So 7 out of 10 means it's basically the third worst video I've posted, which seems bad, but it's still got almost 16,000 views in less than 24 hours. So I try not to like worry about it too much. I'm like, yeah, according to my last 10 videos, it's not really performing that well, but it's only been a day. Some videos get, 10,000 views and then nothing, and then like 6 months later they blow up and get 100,000 views. So I don't know. I don't really worry about it. I still think it's almost 16,000 people in the last less than 24 hours have watched that video. That's a good video, And again, everything's relative. Like if you've been doing YouTube for a month and you're getting 500 views on each video, that's outstanding. I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. It's been my full-time job for over a year. I've got fancy equipment. I've had edited, over 300 videos. I have experience. Like everything is relative. Just try not to compare yourself to other people. Just do, what you like. Make your videos how you like them. And then if other people like it, that's awesome. Rolling with Stones. I'll drive around to every Walmart and Target for Pokemon. Just wait, Josh. Your sidewall will be covered in Funko Pops before you know it. They are addicting. I would love to have like every office Funko Pop, but the problem is a lot of them are kind of expensive. Like there's an Andy Bernard one that's just Andy with like a banjo, I think. And it's like $75. There's this guy, I think his name's Mike. It goes Shad Juice on YouTube. He found like a Facebook Marketplace pickup with all office pops, and I offered him like $250 for all of them, and he was like, can't do it, man, because they're worth more. Like just the Andy was worth like 60. So I got the Belschnickel Dwight. I got that from him for like $15 or so. But yeah. How's the second eBay store going? I'm thinking of opening a second store. I haven't listed or sold anything on that since the last challenge, like a month ago. Richie from the Bay. Josh, what up, bro? Thanks for the info on the gram messages. My reselling is doing good. Thanks to you. I'm just part-time. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. For more views, you definitely need to start showing more skin. Yeah, somebody said something about my calves earlier. Don't work out my calves. I just walk around. I even show more skin, though. It's the first time I've worn shorts in a YouTube video in months. Starting to warm up, finally. I never see you source from Walmart. Over here, I find crazy deals. I can track every store on my computer. Yeah, I mean, I have BrickSeek, but not any time. I pay for BrickSeek. I pay the $10 a month, whatever, for like the premium access. Every single time. I've tried like 5 or 6 times to go to a Walmart to find a deal that's listed on BrickSeek as available. They never have it. And I don't have time. I don't have time to waste, 2 or 3 hours in the morning going to Walmart trying to find a good deal and then not being there. I'd rather just go to the thrift store and almost be guaranteed to make a profit. So I don't know. Flipping accountant Justin, he's the one that has the success at Walmart. Quan Siller, thanks for your time, Harry. I'm off to the post office. I also need to go to the post office. I said I was going to be shipping stuff today, and I haven't shipped anything. I gotta get to work here. Where's my tape gun? 1 second, folks. I gotta get some of this stuff packed up. You should have a special guest on your YouTube show. I've had guests a good amount. Used to do my reseller review show. 2 pounds 2 ounces. We're gonna round this up to 3 pounds. What do you know about JB Gibbs? I don't know anything about JB Gibbs. Don't know who that is. My eBay store got Vero, and no matter what I do, they won't unrestrict, even though I have a letter from the manufacturer giving me permission. Any advice? I've contacted eBay so much that I feel they hate me. I don't know. If you have a letter from the manufacturer giving you permission to sell it, I would think that would be fine. So I don't know. I would try contacting eBay for Business on Facebook and see if they could help you. Do you require immediate payment on eBay? No, I don't. Let's get you to 100K. Come on, peeps. You heard her. Or him. Keegan Born Trader. You heard him. Help me get there. I appreciate it. Do you have any tips for reselling wholesale stuff? Not really. I don't really wholesale anything. I don't buy anything wholesale, at least. Only have 2 things to pack: a Boglin, what is a Boglin, and a sealed 1987 tub of Legos. And I'm waiting on some guy to pay for a Sony camcorder, but I think he bought it and ghosted me. Hey, sealed Legos is cool, and I don't know what a Boglin is. This is the first day we haven't shipped something in forever. Shocked, but I think that it's the weather. Wait for that stimmy to hit. Stimulus package. Sales should increase. Maybe I can get some more expensive Funko Pops when I get mine. Will you sell on eBay forever? Yeah, probably. Unless something happens to eBay. Or unless, I don't know. I think another platform is going to overtake eBay if they don't change and become more user-friendly, both from the buyer and seller standpoint. eBay is so far behind every other selling platform when it comes to their like interface and the user experience. I had an odd return request last night. Person wishes to return, but it's after 90 days. Says they haven't received the item, but eBay can't show items. Yeah, that's a common scam. A lot of people know that tracking disappears after 90 days, and so they wait for tracking to disappear. They'll get the item, and then they'll wait 90 days for tracking to disappear, and then they'll claim they never got it. And so then it's your word against theirs because you don't have proof that it was received. I haven't had that happen to me yet, luckily. But most of the time, eBay is probably just going to side with the buyer. So that sucks. Hey, Josh, college guy here. Been watching you for a while now, and you've helped me earn some extra money to help me through college. I appreciate it a lot, man. Keep killing it. Thanks, Spencer. Spencer Spalding. Good luck in college, man. I dropped out of college because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was tired of spending money. College is very expensive. So I dropped out and struggled for a few years, and now I'm doing all right. College isn't for everybody, but it can be helpful for a lot of people. I had a return from a customer who ordered a Radio Shack triple trunking handheld radio. The customer said it didn't work. I was able to reach out and discover that he was just unable to program. Yeah, a lot of people just don't know how to work the stuff that they buy, and they think it's broken. When I had that happen on a Nerf gun. This guy said that I tested the Nerf gun a lot because it was fun. It was like one of the big mamma jammas. Tested it. Worked. It was like $80 Nerf gun, and I sent it to him, and he said it didn't work. It like didn't fire bullets. And I like walked him through. I was like, well, you got to make sure the clip is in right, make sure it's facing forward, make sure all this stuff. And he's like, no, it just doesn't work. So he sent it back, and the clip was in backwards. Like exactly what I thought was wrong, and he just didn't feel like work. So all I did was take the clip out, flip it around, put it back in, and it worked perfectly. So that was really frustrating. Yard sales and dreams. Josh, what do you think is the most frustrating part about being a reseller? That can be expectations you put on yourself or otherwise. I feel like mine is the responsibility of shipping items. Currently, I still enjoy shipping items for the most part. Some days I wake up and I don't really feel like shipping. Like this past Monday, I only had 2 things to ship out. And some people would be like disappointed in sales, but I was like actually like, man, it's going to be a pretty nice Monday. I don't have to ship out 20 things. So I don't know. Frustrating part about being a reseller. I don't know. It is kind of lonely sometimes. Like YouTube and live streams like this help. You can basically have a conversation with 400 people at one time. They just can't talk back to you. So that helps with a little bit of loneliness. I don't know. It's nothing really is super frustrating. Buying on Facebook Marketplace is kind of annoying. Like if you take your time to constantly refresh and focus really heavily on sourcing Facebook Marketplace, and you finally find a good deal that's a Nintendo Wii bundle with Rock Band and all these guitars or whatever for $30, and you message them 10 minutes after it was posted, and they say okay, you can have it, and then they back out later because somebody else offered them 50 or somebody else offered them $100, and I don't know. Sourcing on Facebook Marketplace, dealing with scammers and people that basically start auctioning their items. If you list your stuff for 30 and I'm willing to give you 30 right now, PayPal right now, come pick it up right now. And then you just oh, well, there's somebody else that's willing to pay 50. Are you willing to go 60? No, because this is not eBay. This is not an auction. This is Facebook Marketplace. It's your fault for not researching your product. Well, I don't blame them. This one time I used to flip furniture, and I found this lady selling these 2 mid-century side tables that were I forget the brand name, but they were very expensive, like solid, like mahogany wood, really nice mid-century look, tapered legs, great condition. Didn't even have to do anything to them. I was just going to clean them up and sell them. For reference, I think on like Etsy, I think I found a listing for like them on Etsy. The pair was like $2,500 for the pair used. Obviously because they were mid-century, but she was asking like $40 for the pair, and she was like an hour away, and I was on the way to get them. She was like, yeah, they're available, come get them. I was on the way to get them, and I was so excited, and I was like, oh, can you send me a picture of like the inside drawer of like the logo or whatever that's on the inside of the drawer? And she didn't respond for a while, and then she's like, I'm so sorry, but I don't think we can sell these, because she basically opened the drawer, saw the logo, and then like Googled the logo herself, and then saw that they were selling for like $2,500. And she's like, I'm so sorry. We've decided to keep them. We can't sell them, especially not for $40. These are very nice. We had no idea. If I would have just shut up about it, not said anything, she would have had no idea. But I don't blame her. I probably would have done the same thing. I actually did do the same thing one time. I was selling some Pyrex, some vintage. I found this set of 3 Pyrex dishes at Goodwill. This is before I was reselling. This was like 4 years ago. They were white and pink, which I didn't know anything about Pyrex. I think I'd seen one lady on Instagram like collect them or something. And I just, white and pink, and Goodwill of course had like taped, like masking tape the heck out of them. So I had to take them home, take all the tape off. You can't put them in the dishwasher. So I like hand washed all of them. They were in perfect condition, and I listed them on Facebook for like $30 for like the set of 3. And instantly I had like 10 people message me like, oh, I love these. I can come get them right now. And, the first lady actually, yeah, it was gooseberry, the like Amish gooseberry, whatever. The first lady, I was like, yep, $30, they're yours. Come pick them up. And she's like, I can come tomorrow morning. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And I had like marked it as pending or something. And then I had a bunch of other people like, oh, you take 50, will you take 75? I'll give you 150. And I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I felt terrible, but I told the first lady, I'm like, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be a jerk right now, and I'm not going to sell these to you, because I had no idea what I had. So I don't know. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating from the buyer perspective, but I understand from the seller perspective because I've been in that, because Facebook isn't quite like eBay. If I sell something on eBay for $20 and later on found out it's worth $200, it's sold. Nothing I can do about it. But Facebook, she hadn't paid yet. It's not illegal. It's just like how nice do you want to be? So I don't know. So I gypped that lady out of some $30 vintage Pyrex. It's probably worth like $150, and ended up selling it to a lady. I think now it's probably worth $120. I think I sold all 3 of them for $120 to that lady. So I ended up making an extra $90. Totally screwed her over, but I also got screwed on the coffee table, on the side tables. And that was more money, way more money than the gooseberry Pyrex. So karma got me. What's the worst is within 5 minutes, you're blown up about an item and instantly know you're way undervalued. Yeah, for sure. And it's so hard for like competition as well, because like if you find a really good Wii bundle, like that, anytime I find somebody like really like a really good deal, I always offer to pay immediately, because I feel like if you've already paid and somebody else comes along and wants more money, it'll be much less likely that they'll back out because you've already paid. So I usually say, hey, I can pay right now, PayPal, Venmo, whatever you want, and I can come pick it up immediately. That's the beauty about being a full-time reseller. I can just go. I don't have to wait till I get off work, or don't have to worry about kids or anything like that. I can just go. So generally I do get some good deals on Facebook, but yeah. Natful, I thought he was answering questions. I've been answering questions for an hour. I just took the last 8 minutes to yeah. Do you ever feel weird taping at people's yard sales or in Goodwill? No. My 100,000 subscriber video, you will see how comfortable I am filming in public. But no, you do have to be careful at yard sales. Technically, my last yard sale, I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it. You can legally film anybody anywhere as long as they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. So you obviously can't film people in like a dressing room or, anywhere they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. This guy's basement that I filmed in, he probably had a reasonable expectation of privacy in there, but I didn't get his face on camera. So I don't know. Maybe somebody will turn me into the FFA or whatever. But yeah, if you're in the Goodwill or our yard sale outside or anything like that, or in like a public building, you can totally film. It's 100% illegal. 100% legal, not illegal. 100% legal. This was the worst. Eli Thrift and Resell. Yo, what's up, man? Have a question. How did you learn confidence recording in public? Did that come naturally or was it practiced? A little bit of both. I've never been like super shy about recording. And obviously when you do it as much as I have, you just kind of get better about it, especially at Goodwill. People just know me. Like, oh, that's Harry Tornado. You know, he's filming. Even like the managers and employees know, they know me. They know my channel. They know I film. They're fine with it. Well, I don't know if they're fine with it. It's not like they've, I don't know if I can get into it or not. So I recently, with our 100,000 subscriber video, I had to, we faced some like resistance in filming, and they're like, you need to call this person who is higher up at corporate and they can give you permission. And I talked to that guy, or that person, let's say person. And, he was like, he didn't know. He was just like, oh, so what's going on? You're filming something. I was like, yeah, you know, my name's Josh. Harry 28 is my YouTube channel. He's like, oh yeah, I watch your channel all the time, man. I was like, oh, what's up? So can we film? And he was like, I can't give you permission to film. I'm so sorry. So just pretend that this conversation never happened and just continue doing what you normally do. Just filming without asking for permission. So I don't ask for permission when I film, because most thrift store employees, like if you ask an employee, hey, can I film a YouTube video in here? They're not going to feel like they have enough authority to tell you yes, but also they're not going to feel like they have enough authority to tell you to stop filming either. They're probably just going to look at you and wonder what you're doing and then keep doing their job. So I've never been asked to stop filming. I've never been asked. Occasionally people ask me what I'm doing, but nobody's ever asked me to stop filming at a thrift store or yard sale or anything. Tiffany Sue, $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Big Drift Thrift, $2.99 super chat. Off to the post office. Have a great show. Red Heart. Allison, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then Dave Stewart, big $9.99 super chat. Happy Tuesday, Josh. Had an $8 camcorder flipped for $199 shipped. This sold before I could even post my video about it. What's been your best sale lately? Thank you for being you. Probably just a bunch of the golf clubs. The golf clubs have just been selling really, really well for me. They're easy to list, easy to ship, easy to store, easy to ship for me. And they're just selling consistently for like $50 to $100, just back to back. And I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Mark, Josh, will you prepay for like $200 items? Probably not. I'll probably just offer to give like a $20 deposit. Like, hey, I'll pay $20 and come right now. You know, if I don't show up, you can keep the 20. And most people are fine with that. You also have to look at like their profile, like see if they have reviews from a Facebook seller, see what their star rating is, all that stuff. If they don't have any ratings, or if they have a bad rating, I'm probably not going to prepay anything on that. FFA, Future Farmers of America. I rock my GoPro chest mount with pride, LOL, at yard sales. Yeah, most people don't care, you know? Like I said, I've had more people question me at yard sales than I have thrift stores. People at yard sales like, oh, what's the camera for? And then I tell them, I mean, you've seen like Cincinnati Picker. Like he always says it's like American Pickers, only YouTube. And people are more so, they're just like curious. They're like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you can totally film. Like they're kind of excited about it. Of course, there's people out there that value their privacy, but if people really value their privacy that much, they're not going to have a yard sale, you know? Like they're not going to invite strangers into their house to pick through their items. So yeah. If she paid for the Pyrex via PayPal, would you have sold it to her? Yeah, probably. Yeah, like I said, if she went ahead and paid for it, that would be a lot more, because I would not only have to take the sale away, but I'll have to go through the process of refunding. So that's why I prepay now, just to reduce the risk that I lose the sale later on. Hey, assistant golf bro, Emily Brown Golf, what's up? She's been watching my channel for so long, and anytime I know she watches every video, because anytime I mention anything about a golf club, she always comments and like explains it and like gives me the exact model and the backstory about that golf club, and I really appreciate her. Assistant golf pro here. How are your old golf grip repairs going? I have not repaired any of my golf grips. I have my vise, but I don't have my like clamp for the golf grips. I don't have any golf grip tape or any grip solvent. And it's just, I know I know that I can take my clubs to Play It Again Sports and they can regrip them for like $3. And I had a bunch of people say, oh, you can just regrip them for yourself for like $1. And I understand that there's a cost savings there, but my time is probably worth more being in a YouTube live or making a YouTube video and letting other people do stuff like that for me. Like we have a lady that cleans our house now. And that's just because my wife works all the time. I don't want her out to clean the house. And it doesn't make sense for me to spend a whole day of a whole weekday cleaning the house when I can just make a YouTube video. And chances are the YouTube video is going to make a lot more money than it would cost me to pay this lady to clean my house. So it's like ROI positive for me to outsource things like that, and also help other people. It's helping Play It Again Sports make a little bit extra money, regrip my golf clubs. It's helping the lady that cleans our house. You know, she's making money for a small business. So I'm all about outsourcing things that make sense to outsource. Just because something costs money doesn't mean that it actually costs money. Does that make sense? Sometimes it should save you money. Me paying $100 for that lady to clean our house saves me probably like $300, probably. TNS Resale, quick question. Do you ever ship a new product in its own box? Example, espresso coffee maker inbox, like new original packaging. Thanks for all the great info. You can. It depends on what type of packing material is inside the box. If it's like in the middle and there's like these, like that really thick styrofoam molds like on the side of it and there's like nothing breakable, yeah, you could just slap a label on that box, put in the weight and dimensions and send it, probably UPS ground would be the cheapest way to send that. You could get that black plastic wrap that I have. It's like saran wrap, but black, and just wrap the box in that first, just so nobody sees that it's a $200 espresso maker or whatever. And just wrap that up like that, just to conceal what the item actually is, and then slap a label on that. That wouldn't add much weight to it, and it would keep the dimensions the same as well. How long do you wait for payment? I accepted yesterday, still waiting. Is there a time limit for payment? I think it's 3 days. I'm pretty sure it's 3 days. Buy low, sell high. $5.99 super chat for the great visually pleasing live chat video quality. Thank you so much. Is my like voice, is my mouth in sync with the audio? Because I remember last time I was off and it looks off on my screen, but it's right on this screen. So I don't know. Do my lips match what I am saying? Was there ever a point in your YouTube career where you posted a video and said, yeah, I can do this? Or was there a video that blew and got you to keep going? I remember the first video that took off was actually like this photography light tutorial that I made that was like comparing a ring light and a softbox light for eBay photos for product photography. At the time, my videos were getting like 500 to 1,000 views each. Like if I post a video and it got 1,000 views in the first month, like I was pumped. I was like, yes, friggin' yes. But then I posted that video and it got like, I just like randomly checked it because I posted it like 6 months prior and I was just going through my old videos and I saw they had like 7,000 views. I was like, what the heck is this? 7,000 people watching? Why is everybody watching this video? Like out of all the videos I made, this is like the dumbest one. But it was like evergreen content. It's people that are searching like, what is the best light for product photography? That was the title of the video. And people were watching it. So I think when you're starting out on the YouTube channel, it's important to post videos like that will generate a lot of organic traffic to your channel, like shipping tips and packing tips. That's why I don't want to post videos like that. Because if I posted a video called how to ship a golf club, I talk about shipping golf clubs, but I don't post videos titled that because I don't want to take that real estate from smaller creators. You know, like somebody with 500 subscribers could make a really good video about how to ship a golf club and it might get 5,000 views, and that would be huge for their channel, you know, if they're averaging 500 to 1,000 views. But then if I made a video called that, it would perform bad for my channel, but it would still probably get at least 10,000 views. So it would bump past their video in the search algorithm on YouTube. And again, I just don't need to make stuff like that. I'm leaving that territory for the newbies, because I think that is the best way to grow on YouTube, is to make the tutorial style videos at first. Not exclusively tutorial style videos, but I think that's the best chance of growing, making a helpful video that people find helpful, and then they find that video helpful, they subscribe, and then they check out your other kind of vlog style content. At least that's what happened to me. That was the first video that took off that actually provided growth for my channel. More so than the average video. What webcam do I use? I'm using my Canon right now. This is a Canon M. It's not a webcam, it's an actual camera. But I have a Logitech C920 or something. I don't really use it much anymore because I figured out how to use my Canon and it's much better quality. I like watching your videos, but I don't sell on eBay anymore. My husband said there were too many people saying they didn't get the items. Keep up the awesome work. Yeah, I mean, if you don't do eBay in like big numbers, if you're just selling like 1 or 2 things a month, it's really easy for one of those items to go bad, like one of those transactions to go bad, and then that really, like, it seems like everything on eBay is bad. If you sell 2 things a month and one of them ends up causing you issues, it feels like half the stuff you sell has issues on eBay, because that's percentage-wise, that's what it is. But generally, if you sell like 100 things a month, you're probably going to have about the same amount of bad things happen. 1 or 2 things a month is going to go bad. So that I don't know. The more you sell, the easier it is to roll with the punches of the bad things. Generally speaking, selling on eBay is pretty smooth sailing for the most part in terms of like returns and issues and scams and stuff. It's a pretty, I don't know, the more you do, the less often that stuff happens. You would think it'd be the opposite. You'd think the more you sell, the more issues you'd have. But I think the less you sell, the more issues you have, because the less you sell, the less experience you have. Maybe you're packing stuff incorrectly. Maybe you don't really have a good experience with describing or taking accurate pictures, or I don't know. The more, for me at least, the more you sell, the better you get, and the better you get, the less issues you have. Yeah. Who you got winning, Godzilla or Kong? Kong, baby. Kong all day long. I like your videos. Thanks for the information. Thanks, Thomas Nickum. I appreciate that. Buffalo Mike. Hey, Josh. Ow, bit my tongue. Longtime viewer, first time commenter, or never commented before. Love your content. Thank you, Buffalo Mike. I appreciate that. Are you going to share any of your recent wedding video? It's done, and it's posted on YouTube as a private link. I need to ask her if she would let me share that. I haven't asked her yet. What type of Canon camera do you have? This is a Canon M50. I need to go let Mose in. He's scratching. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm back. Is that a PewDiePie shaker? Yes, this is PewDiePie shaker. Tips on growing a beard. I don't know. No tips. Just pure talent and skill, I guess. When you ship clothes, do you add some type of fragrance or aroma even after washing it? No. I think that's a very good question. I've seen a lot of people on Poshmark. They'll like, I guess it's like, I've only seen women do it, but they'll like add like perfume or something. Like they'll spray their like perfume on their thank you card. And I don't think that's a good idea at all, because somebody could be allergic to that, or I mean, some people think perfume smells really good and some people hate it. I would never do that. I wouldn't even, if you sell clothing and you're washing them, I wouldn't even use like a fragrance laundry detergent. I would use unscented, because if you think lavender smells good and you wash all your stuff in lavender scented laundry detergent, somebody else may think lavender is, the worst smelling thing in the world. So yeah, I would never add smells to clothes. I dare you to pronounce my name correctly. Only the top 1% can say it 100% correctly. Jackson Hoffenbrettel. I don't know. Is it Hoffenbrettel? How often do you golf? Do you watch any golf YouTubers? I golf, I don't know, maybe like once every couple months. As often as I'm asked to golf. If anybody wants to go play golf, I'll go play golf with you. I'm always down to golf. I'm not good at like scheduling golf, like getting people together. I would love to have like a group that plays golf like once a week. I would be so down to do that. But I don't have enough friends that golf. Love the podcast. Jamie, Laura, thank you so much. We appreciate that. We'll have a new episode out in a couple days, probably. When I first started, I kept dryer sheets by my items and got too many negative comments on Poshmark and stopped doing that quickly. Yeah. I think I had a pair of shoes one time that like as I was shipping them out, I could smell like a hint of like smoke smell, like cigarette smoke smell, like on the inside that it didn't smell before. So on those, I took a dryer sheet and just like wiped down the inside, just really well, and then smelled it again, and all I could smell was dryer sheet. So I did that just to cover up the smoke smell. But normally I've never done anything like that. Is disc golf really golf? Yeah, I think it is. Josh is my spirit animal. Full-time flipper, golfer, hits the iron, full-time flipper, summer 21 goals. Thank you. Thank you. My spirit animal is a dog that just got done running through a sprinkler for half an hour. Just wet, tired, really happy. I want to declutter my house, but I don't know if I have much that is worth selling. Samzor, well, you just got to look up stuff. Look up stuff. Look stuff up. Go through. I would look for like an old. Look at this. My old cell phone. My old cell phone sitting in here. I was going to trade it into Verizon, but they offered me like $100 for it, and I could sell this on eBay for like $250. So I didn't turn it in, and I was like, I'm going to sell that on eBay. And then I put it in the drawer, closed the drawer, and that was 2 months ago. So I need to sell that. But yeah, just go through your drawer, look for old cell phones, look for old broken things, old controllers, old remotes, old chargers, anything like that. That stuff sells really fast usually. What was the first thing you sold when you started reselling? A shirt out of my own closet. It was a Ralph Lauren blue long sleeve button down shirt. I think it sold for like $8, free shipping. What is your advice for selling on Facebook Marketplace? Why do people say zero when it's clearly not free? I don't really pay attention to those listings. Generally, just use your common sense. If somebody's selling a PS5 for $50 and it says ships for $3.50, that's obviously a scam. I'm not going to buy that. But if somebody's got a pair of Hoka running shoes that are listed for $20, really good condition, ships for $9, that's probably pretty legit. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. If they don't send it to me, Facebook will refund me. But generally, that's probably a pretty good idea. You can get them for $29 shipped, and then sell them for 60, 70, $80 or so. So yeah, just kind of use your common sense on Facebook Marketplace. When it comes to selling, that's buying. When it comes to selling, just take good pictures. So many people on Facebook just take really crappy pictures because they're not resellers. They're people. They're just normal people that are trying to sell their junk on Facebook. So they take terrible pictures. If you can go on Facebook Marketplace with eBay quality pictures, you'll instantly stand out from the crowd. I'm horribly allergic to lavender. If someone sprayed it in a package, it would be a very, very bad day for me. Yeah, you definitely want to avoid all kind of scents or anything like that. Favorite Office episode / character? My favorite Office character is Nate. He's like the warehouse worker. I think he only showed up for like either the last 2 seasons or the last season. Pretty small character, but I just love every single line he ever said in the show is just like gold. I love that character so much. Pretty small character. I'm not going to say like, oh, Dwight, Jim, whatever. I like Nate. Nate's one of my favorite characters. All my stuff I've listed is my kids' old stuff and have made $400, so things do sell. Yeah, probably on Facebook Marketplace. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, things definitely sell. Most people, most people, 99% of people have at least $500 worth of stuff sitting around their house that they don't use anymore that they could easily sell on eBay or Facebook or Mercari or anything. Eli Thrift and Resell. Ever thought about doing a podcast? Eli Thrift and Resell, I already do a podcast. It's called the Triple Thrift Podcast. If you have a Google Home or Amazon Alexa, just tell them to play the first episode of the Triple Thrift Podcast. I do it with my 2 best friends in the whole world, Drew Profit Monsters and Joey Bada Bing 22. We talk about everything reselling on YouTube. We've been having fun with it. We've done a lot. I mean, it's like 16, 17, 18 episodes total. So go check it out. It's a tornado full of hair. I went to lunch today with my friend Sean, and when I got back to my car, I have got a viewer sent me a decal that says Harry Tornado, and I put that on my car. I don't really. It's a little big. I never want to be like self-promotional, but I put it on there anyway. And these like construction guys were next to my car when I went to go leave, and he was like, "Hey man, what's a Harry Tornado?" And I was like, "Oh, it's my YouTube channel." And I even used the Cincinnati Picker line. I was like, it's like American Pickers, but like YouTube, a little bit more realistic. And they're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." I was like, yeah, I'm like 800 subs away from 100,000, so go check it out. And as I said that, they're like, well, dang, man, I'm going to go get my phone. YouTube, Harry Tornado. It's fun. I always like meeting people like that. But yeah. Any money in old VHSs? Likely no. Likely no. It's for every 1,000 VHSs that you find, you might find one that's worth like $10. Everything else is going to be pretty much junk, honestly. I'm sure somebody's going to comment on this and be like, I sell VHS tapes all the time. I'm a full-time reseller and I only sell VHS tapes. I make $30,000 a month selling VHS. Yeah, you might have one guy out there that's mastered the art of VHS tapes. But for me, I don't mess with them. I will say, if you ever find a VHS tape at one of the Amazon stores, like Dream Deals or Ben Time or something like that, I would at least look those up, because chances are, if it's at an Amazon store, it was listed on Amazon FBA by a seller. And chances are, if they took the time to send it into Amazon FBA to sell, it was probably worth enough money for them to bother with sending it in. So I found like 2 VHS tapes at those stores. I paid like, they were on like $2 days. I paid $2 a piece. I think one sold for like 30 and the other one sold for like 16 or so. I think they were both horror. Generally, if they have horror, like horror, yeah, Beth and Flippant, horror VHS can be good, but anything else is not typically anything. Chances are, if you recognize it, if you see a VHS of like a movie or a show that you recognize, it's probably not worth anything. If you see something that looks really weird, something you don't recognize, that's when I would look it up. I will say, I'm sure you guys know the movie Shiloh, about the little, like, the dog, like Shiloh. Somebody posted on Facebook the other day, my private Facebook or whatever, and they're like, does anybody know where I can get a copy of Shiloh on VHS or DVD? I can't find it anywhere. And I'm like, I looked, maybe it was DVD. I think that was a DVD they were looking for. But I looked, and the cheapest one, they're like, the cheapest one I can find is like $20. I'm like, no, it's Shiloh. That's a common movie. You can probably find it for like $4.99 free shipping on eBay. But you couldn't. Like, okay, what is this? What is this? Get out of here, man. What is this garbage? You guys want to know how you get kicked out of my live stream? Gosh, he's commenting so much that I can't even. Oh my God. Can somebody please boot him? Frick, man. Sorry, folks. I've got to deal with a very immature person. Open up the... Sorry, folks. I've got to deal with a very immature person. Open up the... I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm just going to take the chat bot down. Chat box. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's weird. I'm just going to take the chat bot down. Chat box. That was very weird. Oh, now all the messages are deleted. Okay. All right. So I think we're good. I don't know what that was. Okay, let me go back to the before all that crap. Okay, all right, so I think we're good. So I don't even know what I was talking about. Okay, money in old VHS tapes, no. Scammers Anonymous. Hey Harry, good to see you. Hello, Scammers Anonymous. Good to see you too. Elden War Thrift, what's up? Are you still sitting on old electronics in your death pile? The ones you said you had for 6 months? Yeah. I've still got, I need to turn my light on. Oh, so let me tell you, well, let me finish this for a second. So I still have my, my stereo receivers that I got in my first Goodwill pallet that are worth like $200 a piece. Still haven't tested them. Still just sitting on the top shelf of my death pile. Also, this guy emailed me the other day and he was like, hey, my name's so-and-so from, GVM, which is it's called like Great Video Makers. They make like video lights and stuff. And he's like, I work at B&H Photo, and we have this new line of photo photography lights and stuff. He sent me like 3 links. He's like, let me know if you want to try out one of these. Maybe you can put in a video or something, and we'll send it to you. So I clicked on the links because I like video lights. I'm like, yeah, I'll check it out, whatever. And when I saw the prices, I mean, these were like $400, $500, $600 lights, and I'm like, this is probably a scam. But I was like, yeah, I'll take the one in the middle. He's like, okay, just let me know where to send it, and I'll send it to you. I'm like, okay. So I gave him my PO box address, and like 3 days later, bam, they showed up. He sent me, the thing is like a big case. It's 3 of these. Get out of here. 3 of these bad mama jammas. They're like the little LED lights that I use, but these are not little at all. And they, you can make them. They're like white balance. You can make them white or all yellow. You can also. They're also RGB, so you can make them. Wait, that's too bright. You can make them green or blue or whatever comes after purple. Pretty nice. Literally 3 of these with a big carrying case and all that stuff, totally for free. They didn't even like ask me to sign a contract to make a video or anything. He was just like, "We like your channel, and we think you'll like the lights." So send it to me, and I really appreciate that. I don't know. I mean, I like the company. Obviously, that tells me that they're a good company. Again, it's GVM, Great Video Maker. The lights are GVM 1000D. But honestly, most people that watch my channel aren't going to have a need for $500 lights, So that's what I feel bad about. Like, I mean, I can tell my subscribers what kind of cool company you guys are. But in terms of like how many people I think I can get to buy $500 lights, it's going to be pretty slim. But if you guys ever go to Amazon and you want a video light, GVM sells like cheaper lights too. I think they have some models that are like $100 or so. But definitely like the company. They're cool. They're definitely awesome. A lot of people offer to send me stuff, but they want me to do a bunch of weird stuff in return. This guy was just like, yeah, hope you enjoy the lights. Keep them, sell them, do whatever you want. So interesting. Free stuff is always welcome to my house. That's definitely one of the coolest things about YouTube, is just like the fact that computer audio is on. My computer audio is not on. Testing. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Live chat. Is the live chat on? Hello. Yes. Well, I don't know. There's no audio coming from anywhere. Yes. Well, I don't know. Oh, desktop audio. Maybe we turn that down. How about that? Gary Wong doesn't hear any echoing. Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what it was. I couldn't hear it in real life, but you guys could hear it on Streamlabs. That should be it. Fixed it. Awesome. We're gonna get there one day. But yeah, that's the cool thing about YouTube is that people are just willing to. I mean, once you have an audience, once you get to a bigger scale, people literally send you stuff for free. Or just like pay you for like small ads. Like, it's still weird. I actually don't charge enough for my mid-roll ads. Like, I did an ad for Skillshare and Morning Brew and stuff like that. I don't mind doing ads for those because it's kind of like a free thing. Like, it's not something you actually have to pay for. But is my audio low? I think my audio's. Microphone is at 100%. Desktop is at 0%. So it should be good. That's as high as I can go. I'm so sorry. I meant to put my light on over there. But yeah, people send you free stuff and like just getting paid to like do really small ads, like a 60-second ad, and you make a lot of money, you know, like for the amount of work you do, for like literally 60 seconds of work. I mean, companies are willing. I mean, look at like Mr. Beast and like David Dobrik. Well, maybe not David Dobrik. He's facing some backlash recently, but most of the time, companies are willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for like a 30 to 60-second ad in your video. Because you got to think they're paying like for if companies want to advertise on YouTube, like an actual YouTube ad that plays before or during your video, they're going to pay thousands of dollars to YouTube to get that ad put out there, and people aren't going to watch them. They're going to listen to the first 5 seconds and then skip, you know. But if they pay the content creator directly, you know, thousands of dollars, it'll be the same cost for them and their advertising campaign, but it will be like a 30 to 60-second ad spoken by the content creator that's, one, not skippable, so you hear the whole ad, and two, generally the audience would rather like their person that they're watching speak about the product rather than have some random ad that pops up, you know. It's just, I think the turnover rate and the conversion rate on spoken ads by the content creator is generally more fruitful for the company that's advertising rather than just doing YouTube ads. But yeah, do shaving companies hit you up? Harry's Razors, shout out Harry's Razors. They want to sponsor a video. I haven't said yes yet, but they want to. Do you still get fan mail? Yeah, I got like 6 or 7 things open earlier today. I got the 2 Funko Pops, and somebody sent me some stickers, and somebody sent me a little Chick-fil-A cow. It was really nice. What all? Somebody asked me what have I gotten for free. I mean, I don't get a ton of stuff for free. Like, I mean, Wholesale Ninjas sent me that box of free health and beauty stuff to make the video about. I'd end up basically giving most of it away, but they sent me that for free. That was like $590 to make the video, and then they paid me to make the video on top of that. And then had another company I'm working with in the future. I don't think I can say their name yet, but they wanted to sponsor a video, and I asked them to buy me a drone instead. Like, instead of paying me to buy me a drone, and they did. That's where I got my drone from. That was like a $600 drone. So these lights were probably the most expensive thing I've gotten for free, for sure. But it's just interesting. Even smaller stuff, like, I don't know, companies send you like a t-shirt or something. Like, it's cool that people send you stuff. You should totally do Harry's Razors. I might. I'd rather do Dollar Shave Club, because I tend to want to do things that I actually use and enjoy, you know, because I definitely want to, like we talked about earlier, I don't want to have an ad on every single video advertising everything, you know, because then it kind of loses its punch a little bit. I've used Dollar Shave Club for 5 or 6 years now, and I love them. I would love to do a sponsored ad with them because I actually believe in the product. Somebody said something about the Scotch Flex and Seal earlier that I did. First of all, that was a long time ago. It was like last year, and I was at like 25,000 subscribers or something, and I can't tell you exactly how much money they paid me, but anybody else in my shoes, if they were paid as much as I was, they would have done that video, because it wasn't I don't believe that Scotch Flex and Seal is a bad product. I just think it's too expensive. It's a good product, it's functional, it does what it's supposed to do. It's just not super cost effective in terms of reselling. I think it's best for, like, when I see those people come to the post office and they have like one thing to ship, and then they have to buy like an envelope or like whatever, like a box thing to put their package in, and then tape, and the postal worker makes them buy the thing of tape. It'd obviously be better if they had like a roll of Scotch Flex and Seal they could use, so they don't have to use the box and bubble wrap and tape. It's just all thing in one. So yeah, it's a good product. It's just not, I don't think it's good for resellers. It's good for people that don't ship a lot of stuff. If you ship a lot of stuff, obviously there's way cheaper ways to ship. But I did that video. I feel like if you haven't watched that video, you should go back and watch it. Because I feel like I did a good job of like promoting the product, you know, like, and also it was very cheap. They were having a sale, so it was like $5 free shipping on Amazon for a roll. So it was almost free, like basically just pay for shipping and you could get it. So it wasn't like I was advertising like $1,000 garbage product, you know. But yeah, again, I can't say how much they paid me, but it was a lot. I think they were like, the marketing department was reaching out to a lot of YouTubers and offering them like $300 to do it. And it was not $300. It was not anything close to $300. I think that's as much as I can say. But at that time, especially like 25,000 subs, and like a year and a half ago, that was, I couldn't believe how much money they were offering me to make it. It was actually really nice. I got a lot of the feedback from that video was really positive. And I think we sold, like, they let me use my Amazon affiliate link too, so I didn't have to use like an actual link to the thing, so I could track it myself. And I think we sold like over 200 rolls from that video, so it was obviously really fruitful for them as well. But yeah, that was probably the most controversial product that I could have promoted for sure. Your humor would fit Dollar Shave Club for sure. Yeah, and they're pretty. They seem to be a pretty, like cultured company. I don't know why they're not more involved in influencer marketing. Like Dollar Shave Club. If you're watching this video, I'd totally do an ad for you. Give you a discount, 2%. Wow, a lot of people here. I must be in a good place. You have 426 people watching. I appreciate that. On a random, what's today? Tuesday at 3:56 p.m. I will have to leave soon. Haley should be home from work in just a minute, and we'll have to go walk Moe's and do all that. So we'll do 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. You can still hear an echo. I don't know what to tell you, darling. I'm so sorry. I don't hear an echo. It's fine now. Okay, cool. Enjoy all your content and been watching and listening. Got 100 listings up while watching. Thank you. That is incredible. While watching this live stream, you've listed 100 things. Brad England. That's impressive, sir. I did clean and photograph like 30 things earlier today. I haven't listed them yet, but they're ready and they're photographed and they're on my computer. I just got to list them, not listen. Listing and listening, says Ben, Ready Set Resale. Great channel if you guys want another reseller to watch and you are looking for another one. It was so fun when I first started watching reselling videos, because I found Rally Roots, watched a bunch of their videos, and then got recommended Cincinnati Picker and Shed Flips and RVA Flips and all that stuff. And it was so fun, like discovering the community for the first time, because there's so many people that make, and even now there's way more people that make reselling videos than there were back then. But even then it was really fun. Like Bonafide Hustler, he doesn't make a ton of videos now, but yeah. Shout out from Dubai Land. What's up, Huge Lag TV? Sorry, I'll just talk closer to the mic. What line are those Funko Pops? They're all Office characters. 1007, 875, 2, 904, 1047, 1041, 871, 907. I don't know. A lot. Better make that bed before she gets home. My bed back there is not made up. Oh, look, there's Mose. Hey, Mose. Oh, man, he's just the best dog. He is the best freaking dog ever. Were sales pretty crazy for you this weekend? No, I sold 2 things this weekend. Kind of what I expected. I listed one day last week and didn't send out offers or anything. I've Googled and I can't find any cool stores for Amazon returns or Goodwill bins, just not in South Georgia. South Georgia, there should be some Amazon stores somewhere in South Georgia. That's a pretty, even if not in South Georgia, like northwestern Florida, there's got to be some Amazon stores somewhere. Check Facebook. Facebook search like bin stores, liquidation, pallet stores, all the keywords: bins, liquidation, pallets, overstock, returns, stuff like that. Which level of store do I have? I have the 3rd level. I don't remember if it's premium or premier. The one that starts with P. Moses holding down the floor. He is. Just watching me. Tallahassee has a bunch. Yeah, Tallahassee is somewhere close to there, I think. Do quality photos make a difference? Yes and no. Like, it doesn't have to be great. Like, you don't have to... Like, I use this camera to take my product photos now. But, it's like a $600 camera with a $400 lens. But you don't have to do that. Most smartphones nowadays take totally fine photos. Honestly, anything after like an iPhone 6 and newer is totally fine for product photos. A good photo is more about like a good background. It doesn't have to be white. I know what a lot of people say. It doesn't have to be white. Just something that's not distracting and something that makes the item look good, and a light. Making sure you have a good light on the product. If you only have one source of light on the product, there's always going to be harsh shadows on the other side, so that's not going to look good. I would always recommend at least 2 sources of light, maybe a window and then a light like this. Like I could take pictures here on the desk because I have the window here and this light like this. Obviously, I would change it from purple back to white, daylight temperature. But yeah, 2 sources of light and a basic smartphone, and a solid background, and that's all you need. Get some GVM lights. Yeah, shout out GVM for kind of sponsoring this video. I was just really impressed because it was just like, it tells me that they're confident in their product. You know, like if they've got a crappy product, they're not going to send $500 products out for free because people are just going to be disappointed and they're not going to surprise it, or they're not going to promote it. But just the fact that they were confident enough in their product to give it for free without like a legal requirement. Like I don't have to make a video about it because I didn't sign a contract or anything like that. He was just like, yeah, we'll take it and you try it out. If you want to make a video, great. If not, you know, whatever. Just, we want you to enjoy the light. And so far I have. Again, it's expensive and I don't think it's cost effective for most people. But I do like that there's 3, because if you want to get into eBay and YouTube, you could use 2 of these lights for your product photos. I mean, these things are freaking bright, man. They're like, switch it back to, okay, switch it back to daylight. There we go. That's the brightest it goes. This thing is, I mean, it's beaming, okay? You get 2 of these on your photos and you're going to have the brightest photos around. You know, solid white background and these lights. It's going to be no editing involved. The homeschooling picker, Kayla, what's up? The next YouTube star in the reselling industry. These are GVM model 1000D. Very expensive, but they're really good. They're really, I mean, with lights, you get what you pay for, you know, like, where's the, go down. There we go. Down a little bit. There we go. With lights, you get what you pay for. Like this light back here, this is just a little background light that I use for back there. Guess how much this was? $70. I did not get this for free. I paid for it. But it has a bunch of different colors. You can't see that. Pink, purple, blue. I wanted to, my pink light that I got from Dream Deals for like $7 was good. It was bright, but it was only pink. And if you get like one of the little color changing smart bulbs at like TJ Maxx or something like that, they're just not going to be bright enough to show up in the background. So I wanted something really bright to actually show up back there. You get what you pay for. If you get a $5 light bulb at TJ Maxx, it's going to look like a $5 light bulb, you know, but if you get a $70 RGB light with a little stand, you can pop this back here and it'll be good to go, you know, light the whole, I don't think it's on maximum brightness right now, but yeah, you know, you get what you pay for. So a $500 light like this, well, definitely really good. You're not going to be disappointed, but I don't know how many people actually need it. But like I was saying, if you do reselling and YouTube, the fact that you get 3 is awesome because you can use 2 for product photos and then 1 for like your key light on your YouTube channel. So you get the reselling and YouTube side of things covered in 1 light package. But anyway, okay, folks, I think I'm let me find one more question. One more question here. Thanks for all your advice. Can't wait for the next video. Thank you so much. The next video will probably be out tomorrow. I'll probably film a new video tomorrow. I got a haircut yesterday. You guys like it? I kept the length like up here because I like the swoopiness, but my head is so big, so I don't need extra girth when it comes to thickness on the back and sides. So she cut the sides and like cut this part up here a little shorter and left the length in front. This is I don't know. I like my haircut. I probably won't be wearing a hat for a while because I'm confident. Colby, I wish I had hair. Hey man, I think you get your I've heard that you get your hair traits from your mom's dad, and my mom's dad had like thick, beautiful like white hair until the day he passed away. And I mean, not even a bald spot on top. So hopefully I'll be like that. Raybo, great stream. Thanks, man. Cool name. I like that. It's fun to say, Raybo. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you even doing? What are you doing watching my live streams and not subscribing? I really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Again, I'm not in a rush to hit 100K. You know, it'll happen eventually. But the sooner we hit 100K, the sooner I can make my video public. And you guys can check it out. I'm super excited about the video. It was just really, really fun to make. And it's just something that wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for the support of you guys. So definitely help me get there so we can watch that video. Love you so much. and I'll catch you guys on the next one.